Okay, here's today's workout. It's a simple enough one, just 2 blocks of training. All right, so first movement is a goblet squat. You use a kettlebell or a dumbbell here. You guys know the deal at this stage. You want to have our feet about shoulder width apart. Points of contact are the big toe, the little toe, and the heel, especially. Don't let any of those come off the floor. Bottom position, I want my thighs parallel to the floor, or my hip crease slightly below the top of my kneecap. And top position, I want to have my hips fully extended. What I found helping was just trying to really actively squeeze the glutes at the top of the squat, and that just kind of stopped me short changing the rep at the top and getting a full range of movement. So I'm genuinely kind of worried here right now if I made a mistake not putting the sunscreen on, knowing my look with sunshine. Here we have the Staggered stance, Zercher Goodmornings. So again, I mean, the foot position doesn't have to be completely precise here. Staggered stance kind of means that feet aren't lined up beside each other. Sorry, my watch is going crazy here. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to kind of more or less straighten the front leg, but I'm bending from the hips mainly. You can see I'm trying to pop the glutes to the top. I'm squeezing the weight to my chest as well, just trying to make sure I don't sag too much from the upper back. A little tricky to hold onto the kettlebell for this one, but I guess that's the fun of things right now, is trying to improvise and try out different things. So back onto the squats. Still thinking about the sunscreen a little bit here, I'm not gonna lie. Although unreal weather today, in fairness, has to be said. So I've prescribed 30 seconds rest between these movements, but I'm kind of going by feel here. There's certain times where I do feel a bit more winded and I want to take the 30 seconds, and other times then where I feel like I'm kind of probably good to go into the next round. Trying to turn towards the sun a bit now so I don't burn the shit out of my neck. Back to the staggered stance, Zercher Goodmornings. So my foot position will change a little bit throughout the whole exercise here, or the workout. So again, you don't have to be completely precise, but the front leg is more or less straight, kind of like you're doing a Romanian deadlift. The back leg is bent, but I'm keeping the soles of the feet on the floor as well, so I'm not coming up onto my toes. Soles of the feet stay on the floor. Really emphasizing the emphasizing the hinge from the hips, and again, squeeze the glutes into it at the top, and making sure to squeeze the weight into the chest. Touch my face there. So back into the squats again here. Yeah, same thing. These are fairly kind of consistent. The Zercher good mornings are becoming kind of I can feel my back definitely working on them. The back starts to kind of I can feel it a bit more in the squats now as well. What I'm trying to do is not to actually overarch in the bottom of the squat. So I'm trying to keep that spine or the shape of my spine the same throughout the whole movement. So again, it's always about trying to brace and keep your core active and tight. Kettlebell is probably coming away a little bit from my chest there, so I just want to keep that close. Keeping the kettlebell kind of in contact with the chest or the sternum, especially for both these movements, really. Yeah, a little sly look up there. Neighbours are still watching me out the window. Maybe new recruits for the gym when this all settles down, although most likely not. beginning to not like these movements very much. Just tough. Just feel my back working, feel my core working, and it's really trying to focus on the glutes, on the hamstrings here. I think we can kind of go through the motions here. But we're trying to really. That's the thing about like the theme of all the workouts these days is we mightn't have as much weight as possible to use, so we have to really make do with what we have. And one of the big things is trying to actually really focus on the target muscle groups, like for here, the hamstrings and the glutes, and really try and activate them throughout the movement. So only a couple of rounds now to go in this block. Head into the squats again, and as I start to get tired, I'm trying to make sure I'm engaging my core here too. So I'm not just kind of going slack or kind of sagging down into the bottom position. I'm staying active. All right. So again, weight stays close. If that weight starts to kind of sink down towards the floor or down my chest, I'm gonna probably end up following it subconsciously, even without knowing, and that's gonna affect my posture. So try and keep that weight high up your chest. So heart rate's climbing. It's probably a good thing. Yeah, so the squats are kind of they're fairly straightforward. I could probably do a few extra repetitions really with this weight, but it's the Zerchers now that are kind of getting me a little bit. I'm feeling my back. I'm always a little bit aware or just kind of conscious of my lower back, um, because it can get quite tight, and especially that we're sitting down a lot too. If you do feel this is quite challenging or difficult, maybe just revert back to like a Romanian deadlift instead, or you can alternate between rounds, do one of these, and then on the following set, do say 12 Romanian deadlifts. So I'm kind of getting a decent workout here at this stage. I kind of like these movements too. They're kind of simple enough. Just pair two movements together and just kind of go at it. So I think this is my last round of the squats now. Try and get that angle, keep myself accountable. Again, I felt like I was extending fully. I kind of, if I'm being kind of cranky or stingy, I probably could do a little bit more. But I'm just always kind of wary of overextending at the top of the squat too. So kind of, yeah, don't want to overdo it either. So last set of the Zerkers, I just want to get them done to be honest at this stage. Good old squats, got to hurry it up for sure. Last set of these guys, back is pretty tired, so I'm probably decreasing the range of movement slightly here. And that is the Zerkers done. So that's block one done. We're going to move on to block number two now. So block number two, we have kettlebell swings. We can use a dumbbell as well for these, and the running man plank. We kind of introduced the running man plank into the online workout yesterday, and it was hilarious. There was all sorts of interesting variations of running going on. But hopefully this video will kind of give us a clear idea of what we're shooting for. So back in the swing here, stance is the same as a squat stance. Again, we're not going too wide here. It's pretty much as if you're going to squat, that same stance. Same rules apply. Heels planted, toes planted. So after the Zerchers especially, the back's going to be a little bit, well, it'll be fired up anyway. It'll be definitely awake and working. So really make sure in the swing that we're kind of bracing, we're squeezing our glutes to the top. And we're not kind of overextending at the bottom either. Just strong core throughout the whole movement. Just really focus on that on this block. Alright, so the running man plank coming up. What we're doing here is we're mimicking a kind of a running stride, sort of. I guess what we're trying to do here is we're lifting one leg up and the opposite arm up. So in a kind of a running style fashion. Again, I'm trying to keep my hips level and I'm not twisting and turning too much. Staying square, hips square, facing the floor. And I'm trying not to lift my hips too high. So you can kind of see from the other side here. Maybe reach back with my heel more on the top leg. Try and activate the glutes. But there you go. Turn me sideways and it kind of looks like I'm running. Thinking I probably should have gotten a mat or something. Wrecking my elbows on the bricks again. Good man, Dave. So next set of swings, again, dig the heels in. Really focus on that hip hinge, strong core. So you can see there's a slight knee bend, but again, what I'm really trying to do here at the top of the swing is I'm almost pulling down on the kettlebell when it gets to my chest. I don't want it to get too high. So I'm being kind of real, kind of not stiff with my movement. That's probably the wrong word, but I suppose stiff through the core at least. Getting a bit nervous about that sunlight now. Checking the watch, making sure I'm seeing how long I've been out here for. I don't smell skin burning yet, so we should be good to finish the workout. I'm just changing angles anyway, just in case, just to even out the sunburn if it happens. They're definitely more challenging than they look. I think I'll be, I like these. Not a huge fan of the Zercher Goodmornings, but they got to be done. But yeah, these are a good variation. So it's just nice to add in some different work at the moment. Probably should have got that left leg a little higher in the air. Not exactly looking like I'm running too fast here. So the swings are actually almost a bit of recovery. Probably put in a few more reps again. This weight for me for swings is pretty manageable, but for other stuff like the get-ups, I'm actually finding it challenging. But again, I'm just trying not to get complacent, because that's where we can hurt ourselves too. We're just going to switch off for a second, don't concentrate on what we're doing. So even though it is maybe a little bit light, I'm still really trying to engage everything and just treat it as if it is a 36 kilo kettlebell or something. Got a bit lightheaded here, I'm not going to lie to you. Could have been the lack of breakfast. Could have been the scorching heat that I'm not designed for. But anyway, running man plank should fix that. Kind of like a jogging man plank here really, but it's a work in progress. I actually got a little confused here. I forgot what side to do. Happens to the best of us and me. So yeah, the leg could be a little bit higher, but I'm trying to keep hips down as well. 'Cause remember, Ailish gave me grief yesterday on the online class. Thanks, Ailish. Oh, neighbors are gone. I can let my technique go to shit now. No one's watching. Oh, I just cursed. I said I wouldn't curse. Can't worry about the sunlight again. Alright, so swings. Again, hip hinge. Heels down. So I'm not throwing my hips forward. I'm actually kind of like almost going to try and jump up. So it's that kind of vertical extension as opposed to horizontal extension. That doesn't make any sense. Don't worry about it. Had a little ant keeping me company here in this one. Just going to try and crawl up my arm. I'm okay with ants. If it was a spider now, I'd be probably doing a legit running man over the garden wall, gone. Not a fan of spiders. Hips lifting a little bit. Getting tired and trying to keep that heel elevated. Sound like I'm having a heart attack. Again, don't know if it's a lack of food or going from prone to standing. But yeah, a little bit of head rush. Guess it makes swinging a kettlebell interesting now. So really trying not to do a front raise in that set there. I'm getting tired, but trying to get the hips to be the driver or the majority or nearly all the work's coming from. Like a wasp or something there. I wasn't sure if it was a drone or a wasp. Can't even tell anymore. It's a technique police right with their drones. Yeah, I don't know what that buzzing noise was. Oh, arching a bit there. Well, that's us done. Okay, that's the 5 rounds. So that's 10 rounds in total. So definitely posterior chain got lit up. So it's a good idea to do some of these afterwards. So our prone scorpions again. Just again go with your breathing here. Don't rush these too much. Try to get the hands on the floor. And again, do like kind of 8 to 12 repetitions on each side. Child's pose is another good one. If you feel a bit tight in our lower back, just trying to walk our fingers away. Sit back on the heels, stretch out along the lumbar spine. Again, just breathe and try and just relax here for a bit. What we can also do here, a little variation, is to maybe walk our hands out to the side too. So stretching kind of the lats, even the QLs a little bit, you can see here. Again, walking the fingertips away, get a good stretch. And after that, then we can kind of move on to some Cat Camels, I think they're called. You'll see them here anyway. But again, just to release the facet joints in the back, along the spine. So really kind of round in the back, look down, kind of arch, and just look up. Again, it's up to yourself how many of these you want to do, but just work with your breathing on this one too. Steady pace.